Megan is a high school and competitive cheerleader, and we are going to work on her jump training. We're going to work on core strength, strengthening her quadriceps, her hamstrings, her gluteus, her backside, her hips, and her abs and her lower back. Those are all a very, very important key to being able to jump higher, to maintain your agility, your flexibility, and your balance. That's going to make you as a cheerleader a much better jumper. The key to jumping is building strength, and the way to do that is to work your quick twitch muscle fibers with the kinetic bands. That way you don't have to lift weights. Most cheerleaders don't want to lift weights. They don't want to get bulky. Megan is certainly one of those, but she wants to jump higher. She wants to be more flexible, and we're going to train with the kinetic bands and show you how that you can. Megan is putting the bands on. We're going to have the bands hooked up so that when she does her exercises and her jumps, she's going to be training those areas that are vital for helping her to become stronger, more flexible. As you can see, she's putting the green bands on. The green bands are for a higher level of range of motion. We do have a set of red bands that are a little bit lighter for light stretching, and we have a set of yellow bands for younger or lighter athletes. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to have Megan do a squat. She's going to get her feet about shoulder width apart, point those toes out a little bit, put your hands out, and then I want you to squat down to parallel and then pause. Okay, get your hands out here a little bit more. As you can see, the bands are now stretching to give her range of motion. Go all the way down to parallel, right down there, and then pause and then come back up. Okay, let's do a couple more of those real quick. Pause and then come up. Go down and pause and come up. Okay, Megan, can you tell us where you feel that at?
I feel it right here.
Right there in your quadriceps. That's going to be and on the backside, that's your hamstrings. Those are going to be two key components to helping you be able to push off the floor. If you want to jump higher, you've got to be able to push. Okay, now Megan, what we're going to do is we're going to have you do the same squat, go down to parallel, and then I want you to jump straight up. No hands. Okay? Jump. Okay, try to push off a little bit harder. Down to parallel and pause. Pause, and then jump. Okay, now how does that feel? Do you feel that in any other areas?
Yeah, I feel it down here.
Okay, so up in those quadriceps, do you feel it in the hamstrings or back there in the bottom? Okay, all those areas are very important for helping you to jump higher. Let's do that one more time. The key is to come down to parallel and pause and jump straight up. We don't want to use your arms because we're working on jumping with just the legs. So go ahead, Megan. Okay. One of the things that we want to have you learn is when you come down and you're down to here or wherever, when you're getting ready to jump, how far do you go down, Megan? Can you show me? If you were going to do any kind of a jump, you're not going to go way down here. But we're trying to get you way down here and work those muscles. So when you jump, you're going to come down to about this point. And the key is we want you to be able to flow with your arms. And the key to jumping is to push with here and here and here. So, okay, if you can, all right, now what I want you to do is I want you to do a lunge. I want you to turn sideways and do a lunge. And I want you to pause at the bottom. Okay, go ahead. Pause. Okay, now we want to make sure that your knee is not over that toe. So get that foot out just a little bit, right like that. Now go down with your left knee. As you can see, the bands are stretching and go down like that. Now, where do you feel that right there? I can see them. I can see the muscles in your quadriceps contracting. Do you feel that in your backside, right back there? Okay. Again, those are the keys. Now come back up. Now I want you to do a lunge backwards. I want you to actually go like, okay? Like that. Now, okay, just like that. So turn sideways and do that. This is a back lunge. Okay, now I want you to come up and then rotate and do the other leg. Straight back. Okay, we're going to have Megan do some front lunges. Going out there, make sure that that knee doesn't go over that toe. There you go. Then rotate the leg, rotate again. We're also working on balance, and those bands are restricting her. Okay, now we're going to do a back lunge. Right like that, nice and smooth. There you go. One more. Perfect. Now, where do you feel that? Feeling that right there in those quadriceps and that backside. We're building the strength to help you. That's going to make you a better jumper. We're going to jump higher. We're going to jump with better form, better balance, better flexibility. And when you're doing that back handspring or that back tuck, landing is very important. You want to be able to have a solid landing. A solid landing is going to come from being stronger in your legs. Okay, now we're going to have Megan do some knee ups. She's going to bring one leg up and pause and down and bring the other leg up. There you go. See, she's wobbling a little bit. That's where we're working on balance and strength. There you go. Pause at the top. That's where you're going to really accentuate those quick twitch muscles. All right, Megan, now where do you feel that?
Here.
We're still working those quadriceps and the hamstrings in the back. Okay, now that we've worked the quadriceps and the hamstrings and a little bit of the glutes, we want to strengthen those hips. Especially for girls, your strength is going to come from your hips. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a side leg raise. We're going to raise that leg up and pause. Try to pause. Try to pause. There you go. Okay, now try that left leg. Pause. Come up again. Okay, that's fine. Remember, we're going to work on flexibility. Okay, now I want you, where do you feel that? Right, now do you feel it in the hip?